It's the holiday season. How do we handle being around MAGA family members? Is cutting them off going too far? Hi, my name is Keegan, and I'm an expert in the psychology of politics. Now, let's say you choose to be around or have no choice but to be around Trump-supporting family members this holiday season. Unless you enjoy arguing just for the sake of arguing, which is its own video, you need to accept you won't be changing their minds. He just won, they're riding high, and without personally feeling the negative effects of Trump 2.0's policies, they won't be changing their minds. So frankly, if politics comes up, you're probably going to have to get up and walk away. Pack your earbuds and try to detach yourself emotionally. But get real though, I just cut these people out of my life. And I'd say the same about not just MAGA people, but nasty people in general. Life is too short. Just because someone is blood related to me does not make them special. I don't want to be spending my limited time on this planet with people who care more about their selfish emotions than they do about the well-being of other people, who lack empathy and compassion, who are mentally lazy and don't care about facts, or are just closed-minded, angry, hateful people. You have permission to kick these people out of your life. Have a Friendsgiving or a small gathering amongst the family members you actually like, and invite your friends from Trump-supporting families. Because girl, if you're white and progressive, whew, this is going to be a lonely holiday season. I can tell you from experience, this strategy will make you happier and will give you a sense of relief.
It's like the wave that came with the election is not going down soon. Not anytime soon. So guys, the holiday season is here and family members are cutting ties with each other. Friends are cutting ties with each other simply because of the choices they made during the last election. So we've got compilation of different videos here showing people expressing how family members, friends have cut ties with them. So if you're new to this space, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and let's dive right into the video.
I'm still mad. But what's making me happy right now is seeing the MAGA lovers lose it. They're losing it because we are taking back our friendship. And that includes family as well. Not only are they losing the emotional support system that we usually provide, but they're losing the financial support system too. That to me is unreal. And I'm going to continue on the trajectory because honestly, we offer a lot. Being liberal means that we're caring, we're bleeding hearts, right? We really want to know how you're doing. We bring in intellectual conversations. We are highly intelligent. We are like so bright and vibrant, lots of joy. And you're going to lose that because have you been around a bunch of MAGAs? Yeah, I have. And, well, they're just not my cup of tea. This is the same reason why you guys have difficulty in dating. This is the same reason why Republican men in Washington, D.C. saying we can't find it. We're afraid to tell people my political party that I voted for Trump. That's going to continue to be an issue. That's why you had to create your own app to find like-minded people, but it continued to fail because really, honestly, who wants a misogynistic man? Who wants a man that wants to take women's rights? Her body, your choice. So I'm loving it. You guys continue the same way. We know what we offer. Goodbye.
Trump 2024, MAGA family, MAGA nation. Tomorrow is my birthday. My birthday's at midnight. My family cut me off for being a Trump supporter, so I'm spending my birthday alone. I have no one to spend it with, but at least I have you beautiful MAGA people who've shown me the utmost support, and I'm thankful that we won Trump 2024. Life's going to get better, and I'm just thankful to be a part of this MAGA group, and yeah, so even though it is depressing, I'm spending my birthday alone. It is what it is. I turn 23 tomorrow, so I'm just blessed to be alive and blessed to be a part of this.
People keep saying don't let politics ruin friendships or relationships. Y'all are missing the bigger picture here. I am not upset with you for being a Republican. I am not upset with you for having a different political view than me. I am upset, however, that racism wasn't a deal breaker for you. That homophobia wasn't a deal breaker for you. That sexual assault wasn't a deal breaker for you. 34 felonies was not a deal breaker for you. And that is a deal breaker for me.
We're all asking ourselves the same question. You know the question you've probably asked yourself today. Is it finally time to cut MAGA Republicans out of our lives? Coming into the holidays where so many of the people who are going to be doing the planning and the cooking and the cleaning just got thrown under the bus. We find ourselves where we're asking these people and all the other reasonable people, once again, to dig deep and find empathy for the people who just voted against all of our rights. We've done this before. We did this in 2016. We did it all through 2020. Now we find ourselves in the same position. Kim Scott coined the term ruinous empathy in a book called Radical Candor a few years ago. The theme of the book was that in order to actually help somebody, you have to care deeply and also challenge directly. We've cared deeply for the better part of 10 years. And I think in the process, we've trained these people to believe that we will tolerate anything. The basic social contract is simple. I'll take care of you if you take care of me. But these people, they wrongfully believe that gas prices and egg prices are somehow going to magically go down, and that even if they do, that outweighs the fact that they just voted against half the population. At what point do we stop just caring deeply and we start challenging directly? I think this point.
So Joy Reid wants to know how someone is supposed to interact with a family member who voted differently. This is the kind of question you only ask if you have the maturity and intelligence of a brain-damaged lizard. But for normal people, it's not confusing or difficult. You interact with your family members by speaking to them. I'd recommend starting with hello or, a similar greeting. If you want to avoid talking politics with them, that's fine. I personally enjoy debating politics with my family, although we agree on the fundamentals. Isn't it? I don't have any Kamala voters in my family. But, if you don't want to debate it, you don't have to. Your family is still your family. But that's not what this Yale psychiatrist says. According to her, your family is only your family if they agree with you politically. This is the kind of insight we can expect from Ivy League mental health experts. She is recommending isolation, alienation, and the severing of support systems. Okay, that's what a psychiatrist is recommending to people who are already obviously mentally unstable, which is like a cardiologist advising someone to elevate their cholesterol levels to like 300. I mean, it's the opposite of what you're supposed to be telling people to do, obviously. And if you're wondering why I'm extremely skeptical of the psychiatry profession, well, this woman is exhibit 1 million, approximately. A lot of people seem to have taken her advice, however. Here's a guy on TikTok giving his followers some self-care tips in the wake of the election results.
Good afternoon, you beautiful. Just a reminder that going no contact with somebody or people, family members, friends, because they voted for Trump and against your rights and your freedoms, in my opinion, is one of the ultimate forms of self-care. That's about it. Like, if someone wants you to have less rights and freedoms, then how the f is that? How is that person your family member or a friend? Why would you want to spend Thanksgiving with them? Why would you want to buy them gifts? Like, if they don't give a f about your rights and freedoms, then how the f do they give a f about you?
So some incredible wisdom. If they don't give an F about your rights and freedoms, then how the F do they give an F about you? I think he was quoting Aristotle there. Never mind the fact that none of these people can possibly explain which of their rights are threatened by Trump. What right specifically has Trump promised to end? Which right? Now, they can't answer that. They can't even begin to answer it. That ultimately is why they want to cut off contact with their Trump-supporting family members. It's not that those family members are rude or abusive to them. It's that those family members may ask them to explain their political position, which is something they absolutely cannot do, and they know they can't do it. That explains this.
Y'all need to get a load of this right here. So recently, my boy's family kicked him out of his house just because he voted for Trump. Disowned him, blocked him, all that, and he had to move to Texas. Mind you, I'm all the way up in Michigan. Go ahead, pause and read. You got it? Bet. So he called me, and the reason they gave him was that he didn't respect their rights, so they don't want him in the household. Y'all know Trump is pro-choice, right? Like, he's always been pro-choice. That's one of his biggest things because, well, honestly, he's a billionaire, and he is a celebrity. So a billionaire celebrity, I could say, had a couple abortions in his lifetime. I can guarantee you that. And another thing is, the president cannot overturn a Supreme Court decision at all. Like, They're called Supreme Court for a reason. A president cannot codify Roe v. Wade when it's already at the state level. Like, they can't bring it to federal level. What are y'all talking about? This shows how much hatred can control you, because Donald Trump control y'all. The ones that don't like him, he controls y'all. He can make y'all break up y'all families and relationships just off of existing. That's control. And the crazy part about it is he's only in the office for 4 years. Hell, he's 78. Do you think disowning people, demonizing people, and calling them racist, homophobic, misogynist, woman-hating, all this shit is gonna make you be on their side? Because remember, the presidency is a popularity contest. Y'all literally pushing people to the other side because y'all take politics so serious. And a lot of people don't really take politics that serious, whether you want to believe it or not. Most people didn't vote for Trump, they just didn't like Kamala, if we were being honest. At the end of the day, you control your own fate, you control your own happiness. Bring the power back to yourself. Like, my dog ain't even mad. He called they ass sore losers. What the fuck?
One of the main reasons so many conservatives are surprised and in disbelief today that some of the very few liberal friends and families they may have are cutting them off completely from their lives because they voted for Trump and essentially for what he represents is because conservatives don't know what it feels like to be part of a community in which everyone in it is free to share different political and religious beliefs and attitudes from their own. The fact is that most conservatives don't know what it's like to experience rejection from people who share different thoughts and beliefs from theirs because within their own conservative communities, everyone around them think and believe the exact same way. In fact, one of the key tenets of being a traditional conservative-minded person is that for you as an individual to be able to fit in within a traditional conservative collective community, you must first agree to your unquestioning alliance to that community by agreeing to adhere to every single demand that that community may have in order for you to be accepted. That is to include how you must view and feel about other people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, religious belief, and people who have different skin colors and gender and sexual preferences from yours. Otherwise, you're not welcome to be part of that community to start with. Now, while understanding that many of you listening to me right now will respond back to me by telling me that liberals are no different, that in order for you to be part of a liberal community, you too have to agree to adhere to its liberal beliefs, I will say back to you that you haven't really thought about these matters deeply enough. And this is why. While conservatives share an extensive list of demands and requirements that you must agree on to bow down to in order to be part of that conservative community, liberals, on the other hand, have one single demand, and that is that you will agree to mind your own business. That's it. The only thing that will get you rejected among a liberal community is a violation of that requirement. In other words, the only single thing that liberals are intolerant about is your intolerance. So long as you live your life the way you personally feel to be best for you, and you let me do the same by not trying to turn your own beliefs into laws that will keep me from doing so, then here in my liberal community you are fully welcome. So in short, here's the main reason why liberals are now cutting people off their lives who voted for Trump and essentially for what he represents. Because if you voted for that bullshit, you are then violating that one single rule when siding with people whose mission in life is to keep other people who refuse to adhere to their conservative beliefs from minding their own fucking business. Stay woke, mi gente. Dale.
Oh, this is something serious. This is no joke. That friends, family members are cutting ties with each other. It's really something serious. And let's just look at it from this angle that everybody cannot be on the same page in this life. Everybody cannot share the same belief system. Everybody cannot share the same faith. Everybody cannot share the same ideologies. And everybody can also not have the same opinions about things in life. So imagine everybody just supporting one person during this election, or one person, or everybody voting for one person. It's not possible. We are all made and wired differently, so choices are definitely going to be different. So that is the angle I am seeing this from. And anyway, if you're out there and your family members or your friends are cutting ties with you because of the choices you made during the election, it's time for you to find a way of making yourself happy during these holidays. Find a way of making it fun and enjoyable for yourself. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video, and if you've watched up to this point, it means you found this interesting. Kindly click on the subscribe button, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and we are going to see in the next one. Bye bye.